So, with how I've covered a lot of stuff from DC Comics and DC related stuff, movies, comics, and occasionally a Fallout game, and the Justice League Snyder Cut movie, I'm still working on that. I have decided to change course on this. So, last thing I talked about was Warner Media related, and right now that's a little tipsy to talk about considering what's come out, especially how they handled the Zack Snyder stuff. And I thought, okay, so I want to keep talking about Infinite Frontier. I really want to talk about that still, but I feel like I might overflood my channel with stuff because comics are released weekly and therefore it causes an issue. So I'm probably gonna do a select few titles, maybe do the first number ones for the new series and stuff, the first issues of the Infinite Frontier era, and probably talk about the events from time to time. But we're probably gonna change course on that for a little bit. But I need to make it up. So I haven't talked about much of Marvel stuff lately. I've talked about a little bit of the Jason Aaron Avengers Enter the Phoenix storyline, and I've gotten a whole bunch of inaccuracies because I haven't followed that series. So I decided to tackle a new series from the beginning. Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. This is the first volume through to heaven through hell. And yeah, I got this a few days ago, and let's take a look at the beautiful wraparound variant. And pretty damn cool. This collects the first 10 issues of Chip Zdarsky's run on Daredevil, which borrows a lot of the influences from the TV show, which was phenomenal. And also, this also includes the two cherry paperbacks. This is the first 10 issues, and there's a lot of content here. It's a very densely written story, so this is gonna be a probably a long video. So let's go into it. We cut to a woman in a bar, are drinking. Taken? Huh? Nah, don't think so. There was a guy here. This is his party. Of everyone's night. Haven't seen him in a while though. Maybe he went too hard too fast. Scotch, neat. Macallan, if you have it. This place, I say once every 2 weeks gets a party. He celebrating a guy either getting out of prison or like tonight, getting out of going to prison. What happened? Do you know? Yeah, hard not to know with everyone shouting. Guy broke into some family's house, but the dad came home early and bit a bullet. Went to trial, but when you know it, the one witness who saw him run from the house suddenly couldn't ID him. Shocking. Would you mind telling me what time it is? The clock's right in front of you, man. What are you? Ooh, and she reveals that she's an unknowing binge. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't really look at you. I'm too busy being a smug bean about everything. I didn't. It's okay. I make it hard for some people to notice. Why don't you? I don't want to be rude, but this is a preteen bar. What are you even doing here? Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm a hermit. It's it's weirdly easy to forget I can't see in a place like this. I like hearing the people, the clatter, even the smells fill in the cracks. Places like this are a picture. What are those? Pain, recovering from an accident. Can I have one? Sorry. Then he douses his alcohol, which I'm pretty sure he can't do because that could probably kill him if that's painkillers. So, yeah. So he douses his alcohol, then just smiles at her and says, that would be illegal. Then we cut to the past, featuring the father of the Holy Church along with a younger Matt Murdock with his dad. Damn it, Matthew, you can't say that here. I know that. Just listen to me for once. Jack Murdock. Been a while since I've seen you here. Yeah, sorry, father. Busy with the fights and the job. Speaking of which, I'm gonna be late. I'm at my end's rope. Up with this one father. Just picked him up from the flippin' precinct. Ain't I'm breaking and entering. Yeah, you're the play. It's flipping. I'm gonna be Superman like this. Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting. Hey, remember that line where Suran clearly wants to drop the F bomb in Justice League, the Cartoon Unlimited series during the series finale stuff? But he says, "Oh, come on, let's flip and move forward." And I was like, "Oh God, so much of a Boy Scout." Anyways, Matthew denies breaking and entering. He said, "I told you I didn't break, I just entered." Listen to this kid. I swear I'm raising a lawyer. Do your confession, then get home and clean the kitchen. I'll be home by midnight. So, you didn't do anything wrong, Matthew? No. Then I suppose we could skip the confession. What happened? Jeremy Colton happened. He conned Davy White out of his baseball cards. Davy's not that bright, father, and Jeremy knows that. So I got the cards back, which were in his home, I'm assuming. Yeah, but you were writing an injustice. Exactly. Who cares if I broke the law? God would have wanted me to get those cards back for Davy. Render der Kaiser. The things that are Kaisers. What? But when Jesus was asked if it was lawful to pay taxes to Kaiser, that's how he responded. Kaiser's face adored the coin, so they were his. We move through two kingdoms, Matthew. The kingdom of God is paramount, but we have obligations here in the material world as well. Rules of order to follow. I don't. You're a good boy, Matthew. You did a good thing for your friend, righting an injustice. But man's laws are still man's laws, and as far as man's laws are concerned, we kind of suck at the legal system. I mean, come on. We tried to pass an internet censorship bill with people who didn't even use the internet. I mean, come on. I was almost out of a job because of that. I mean, could you imagine it? If the internet was censored by those laws, they would have been raising hell. Literally. We have nothing better to do without the internet. Why was that even a thing? You're so hilariously bad. It was so hilarious. So, you did one thing wrong. As far as I could see, you got caught. So we cut to the present, where Matt Murdock has revealed to have been sleeping with that lady, because that was the thing. I almost died. It's been weeks. Yeah, I just decided to confess that I almost died while sleeping with a woman that I just met. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't even be dousing pills with alcohol. That was nice. Camilla, my physical therapist, was stunned by how quickly I bounced back, but she didn't know. And show us this place. What are you, a lawyer or something? That's exactly what I am. Actually, or I used to be. Figuring out what's next. What, are you going through some existential crisis or something? Is picking up in bars part of it? Because I'm kind of going through that myself. I'm a former leader of an order of ninjas. I've died before I've returned. Yes, I went through that period where I led ninjas. It was Mortal Kombat and it ended badly. I'm Daredevil, and my old teacher Stick, he told me half measures are for half a life, so I got better. I've just been through a lot. The pills I was taking in the bar were for... I was hit by a truck. It was bad. Surgeries, recovery. Oh man, look, I don't know you or anything, but you should probably get one of those seeing eye dogs. I'm better. Hey, I gotta go. Hope that's not rude. I just gotta be at work early, and I don't trust my roommate to feed my cat, but I swear, if you give me your number, I'll probably text you. Call, probably. You trust me. You don't want to get involved with me. Wow, I'm not proposing, Mr. Dark and Mysterious. You're totally not my type, which is why I slept with you. That's clearly justifiable reasoning. But I gotta admit, as soon as I realized that I was in the bar you were blind, I was much more interested to please don't make my disability your fetish. And that's the thing. I was like, is that a thing in the real world? And like, let's be real, the world genuinely sucks. I mean, genuinely sucks. I was thinking, oh yeah, there is possibly a fetish for disability, and I'm like, okay, that's a thing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I've seen people get fetished over weird stuff. But now she confesses, saying, no, I'm not, I swear. Your muscles are my fetish. Yes, I'm going to confess that to you. Look, every day I'm being judged on my looks. I'm just saying I like this because you paid attention to me. And I could let my guard down a bit. I picked you up with my charm. And yeah, I don't have to worry about weird things about what my face is doing. I don't have to worry if I'm pretty enough. And yet you're beautiful. And yet I'm beautiful. And if we will we ever see this beautiful woman ever again? Is Batman's multiple girlfriends he's dated over the last 100 years of life and continuity ever gonna be picked up again? Probably not. Anyways, we can't wait from the romance, I think, or debauchery, to a police crime scene. Guy didn't get a good look at the perp. Happened fast, dark. Like he tell us even if he did see. Well, he heard him, and apparently that's enough for him to say it was Daredevil. Well, that's that. Let's wrap it up back to the station. Wait, what? Look, my advice, pretend you didn't hear that. Mayor Fisk is gung-ho on catching these heroes, and I'm here to tell you, you won't. Oh, for Ed, I'm not going to. We're short-staffed. You want eyes on us? Drag this out? Pile the workload? Go ahead, right? Daredevil, possible suspect. Nobody catches these guys, you just gotta live with it. And besides, the victim is Pistol Pat Albino. The man's nickname is a type of gun. I don't care if that mystery of his mystery of his broken legs will go on. Wait, did they see a car? Or did you call for backup? No, I swear. It must just be a patrol. Oh, stepping out of the car. It's a badass mofo. Do we know who did this? No. Victim didn't have a visual, so and he just passes by them. I'm saying with the officer guy saying, "I'm sorry, bud. Have we met? Because this is our crime scene. So who did this to you?" Daredevil. What's your name, officer? Tina Deacon. He didn't have a visual, so I'm gonna have her to report this, Officer Deacon. And I'll put in my report that I suspect you were coerced by Detective Taylor to obscure the perp's identity. What? I don't know who the hell you think you are, but this is my crime scene and a detective called North, transferred from Chicago to 18th. And you're Detective Edward Taylor, 18 years on the force, no major busts, no major anything. But word is that you take really nice vacations. And he goes ahead and says, "Oh, that's it. I don't care who the f you are. Or big man, say one more word about me and I'll knock you flat out your... Go ahead. One more word." "Excuse me, son. Yes? Are you able to radio in dispatch?" "Yes." "Good. We may need to call in a second ambulance." And he immediately whistles out. "I'm sorry, I wanted to report..." "It's all right, detective. I understand. But just so you understand, this is not something we can turn away from. There is no justice here, no law. A man was beaten. To what end? Did this hero picture him turning his life around, going straight because a man in a devil costume beat him up? No, this man who did this, Daredevil of Hell's Kitchen, he did it for one reason. Because he needed to. Because he liked it. And I'm going to expose the Batman." Wait. So, here's the thing about this. I actually was quite interested in this character. I actually am quite interested in this character. Like, he doesn't seem like he's bad news. He's more like he wants to prove that the cops can go ahead and take care of this and not over rely on vigilantes or people. Like, I'm pretty sure he'll trust the Avengers for cosmic level threats, but like the smaller things, he's like this. Like, the cop went ahead and basically said, "Well, it's Daredevil. Call it in, everyone. Call it in. Call it in. We're not gonna do this. It's okay. Everyone, have fun." Meanwhile, this guy goes ahead and says, "No, we're gonna handle this. We're the cops. We're supposed to protect and serve the people." And I'm pretty sure that erupts the status quo. Oh, so naturally he would be Batman's mortal enemy. Yeah. So we cut back into the past. Now go, enjoy your Sunday, and don't forget next week's bake sale. We need to fix the roof, people. Oh, Father, what a perfect sermon. I often tell my Charlie about finding wonder in this world, but you know how he is. I tell him, "Charlie, you need to... Ooh, Oh, thank you, Mrs. Timms. But please, try to bring Charlie next time. So we see young Matt Murdock, who had just recently been blinded in his accident, and where the father goes ahead and says, Matthew, Father Carthel, it's good to see you here. So soon after, is your father here? No, Dad's working. He's always working. The hospital bills were... He wanted me to come here, so I came. Well, I'm glad you're here, Matthew. Apologies, son, but I have a meeting with another... I cannot pronounce that for the life of me. Shortly, if you like, Sister Wilma can escort you home. I can get home on my own, just fine. I don't need a confession. I'm blind now, Father. I can't do anything. And if I can't do anything, I can't sin. And the father easily knows what the son is thinking. You and I both know that isn't true. I can hear it in your voice. Your sin is hating God. You saved a man's life and God took your sight. Everything you feel right now is normal. What God takes from us, it can be hard to feel what He's given us. The beauty of this world isn't just one of sights. It won't seem like it now, but I believe God is revealing the world to you in other ways. On the road to the man you'll become. You'll experience the world like I can't even imagine. It's okay to be angry at God, Matthew. It's understandable, but believe me, God loves you. Or God has a sick sense of humor. I mean, like, we could argue that. It's not out of the question. Does God possess a sick sense of humor at times? Anyways, we cut back to the present. Can't sleep. Lying in that hospital bed, waiting for my body to knit itself back together. It's like being caged, screaming out of voice. And now I'm out of that cage. I've only been back for Daredevil for a week or so, but God, I needed it. It was sloppy tonight, going after that guy without the costume, but he shot a man, killed him. He got away with it. But he couldn't get away from me, my radar sense. He used to bring me some sense of joy, feeling everything around me, defining my surroundings. But lately, this feels like another cage. I feel the walls, the ceiling. I feel the box. The box. It's the box. It vibrates off the windows. It's like a song. The tiny rattle of outside pressing against it, the change in the temperature running through it, is all to remind me. And he goes out, decking out his Daredevil costume. Been gone too long. It's in the air. Hale's kitchen has an itch. I've lived here all my life and I can tell. I can feel it when people are ready to scratch that itch. Mostly they're ready to blow it the hell up and take the whole site from orbit. We're going Gotham on this. Scratch it by robbing, by fighting, by murdering. Daredevil's been gone and anything goes. I was scratching itches too since I got back. Foggy wouldn't approve of the woman and tonight the casualness of this, but Foggy, God bless him, rents a moving van after he sleeps with someone. He wouldn't approve of this either, but people need to know. So I run in circles across rooftops. I'm not hiding. I want people to catch a glimpse of the devil. 4 people have spotted me tonight from the streets, from windows. They may not have the itch, but they'll tell people they saw me. They'll tell others. And eventually, it reaches somebody who has the eye on their cash box at work. And they think twice. They imagine the devil. And he almost slips and hits and drops before grabbing onto the bricks. Damn, not at peak grace yet. Still, feels good to... Then he hears something from his senses. Robbery, 3 blocks away. The devil slipped their minds. So we see the robbers. Come on, just because Dan knows the codes doesn't mean the cops aren't on their way. We should grab some bottles too, man, to celebrate. Yeah, let's celebrate. I mean, like, we're gonna get arrested, probably get our asses kicked by Daredevil, but we gotta get drinks, man. It's so more important than the money. Man, how is Dan not going to jail for this? He was fired like 2 weeks ago. That's why we gotta hold the money until... Oh, shit. The spike, the boom of the heart, or when they see it's me. I'm not going to lie. I've missed this. Simple break and enter, though. It doesn't appear much of a break. Probably an inside. Right? And Daredevil takes them out. Enhanced hearing could do without guns in this world. A third perk. almost smell his sweat from here. Clearly the guy got them access to the shop, staying away from the cameras. And he throws the billy club at him, making the perp drop his gun. I better wrap this up before cops come. And he tries to deck one guy, but he somehow dodges it. I mean, like, he probably either missed or dodged it. Or, or it does look like he missed. But yeah, the perp manages to land a punch on Daredevil. How careless, arrogant. And he starts taking down the other perps, right before almost getting his ass kicked. You need to shut this down. Wait, the smell, alcohol burning. I need you, 2 low-level crooks, and I'm floundering. Embarrassing. No 3. He can't even count. Useless. And he gets his head smashed in with alcohol bottles. And punched, just taken down, punches it, responds with punches, is able to get a move in, and before taking down the perps. Sirens. 2 blocks away. You need to fight the fire, but can't. 1 block. Fist still has the cops under orders to arrest heroes on site. Gotta. Damn it. A 10:59 in progress at 10th and 54th. Hey, it's where I can see. Unbelievable. Where I thought I saw. Unbelievable. Oh, I fought the Hulk, Ultron, armies of ninjas. Yeah, I'm in the Marvel Universe, so I was an Avenger for a time. And my obituary almost read, Daredevil, killed by 3 robbers. That's the most craziest thing. Oh, and by the way, he was Matt Murdock, local lawyer and former mayor. I thought I've got to get better. The injuries. Years. How much longer can I do this? Before it kills me. My God. May God, who has enlightened every heart, help you to know your sins, to trust in his mercy. Amen. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I've sinned. I've used great violence, but for the good, to help my son. Sounds serious. Is it? Didn't Jesus drive out the money changers from the temple with a whip? Isn't violence sometimes justified? Can I be the hands of God? The mind controls the hands, son. It is truly God controlling yours. Yes, Jesus drove them out of the temple with some degree of violence, but he was the Son of God. And as the Son of God, he can do whatever he pleases. And we take it as gospel. Praise the Bible. You are just a man, and as the man, you have no authority like the Son of God. That means he has favoritism. And men who succumb to violence, no matter how the justification can grow to crave it. It destroys your spirit. It destroys lives. I can make these religious commentary stuff all day. I can. So I'll just say, you can't. Did the religion you believe in start the Crusades over a piece of land that ultimately wasn't worth it in the end? In fact, not even the Muslims won in the end. The Jewish won them. I can hear in your voice, Matthew, you're on the precipice. There is a difference between a man who saves someone through the unfortunate use of violence and someone who seeks violence like an addict. Then the father notices Matthew is silent, and then goes to go to his room and sees that the mask he was wearing is no longer on him. Meeting the board of trade at 11:30. He shouldn't take long. They just want to make sure they have some FaceTime with the mayor. Around 4th, a report from the Bugle will be here. They want to do a Mayor Fisk's first year piece. I told them they could have 10 minutes of your time before Lechon at 9, Harvard Wells. It should be a good evening. As Chief Larpy says back, and detectives are going ahead, and as this goes on, it cuts away with Detective Cole going ahead and, investigating. And finds the Billy Club. The Daredevil left behind. My God, how careless have you become, Devil? There's nothing sacred for you anymore. Firefighters were quick to the scene, stopping the fire from spreading to pick you up afterward with the next day's agenda. Wesley, quiet. Surrounding building surveillance cameras captured the 3 robbers in an altercation with the masked vigilante Daredevil who evaded capture. Police are asking anyone with information on his whereabouts to contact the authorities. 2 of the unidentified robbers have been released from the hospital and are in police custody. The third, Leo Caro, has died from reported head trauma. So, yeah, Daredevil killed. We're at this. Sense of Self by Chip Zdarsky. So we get these. I keep thinking they're backup features with the different artists. Yes, and this is featuring Daredevil in a 9-panel grid format, where they're showing a King's Ransom. Daredevil getting in costume, glides through with his billy clubs, with a guy talking. Maybe I hurt the brat. All right, on my way now. Send you pics in an hour. Or he goes ahead and unlocks the door, and then clangs on the billy club to capture the person's attention. And we get some narration as he goes ahead and repeat and clank. Then we get the same scene, but in Matt Murdock's senses. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. He goes ahead, fights the perp, and beats the hell out of him before rescuing the kid, and Daredevil hugs it back. Then we get it from Matt Murdock's perspective, and, well, that's the same thing. That's the end of issue 1, and we're at 26 minutes, so this is going to be a long video. So we see Cole going ahead and fighting a boxing bag. Hey, Fred, who's the new guy? On the bag? Hey, he's my new partner, Cole, transferred in from Chi-Town. Whew, he's huge. Single, straight. I got a cousin who might... Yeah, calm down. I don't think this guy is all that social. Been working around the clock since he got here, making me look bad. Not that hard, really. Har. What are you guys working on? What, you didn't hear? Here, we're going after New York's most wanted killer. It all happens quickly. Come on, Mac. Call me back to something. Cops work the crime scene. The robber's declared dead half an hour after he gets to the hospital. It's ruled a homicide. Word spreads, probably leaked by the lesser officers of the NYPD. Daredevil is a murderer. At times like this, it's best to seek counsel. Oh, Matt, it's me again. Pick up man. My counsel is my oldest friend, Foggy Nelson, but he can't help. Oh, he'll think he can. He'll tell me I can turn myself in, prove my innocence, and that they even let me keep the mask. He's wrong. I know you're avoiding me, but you can't, Foggy. Holy! My God, Matt, I'm fine. I came to tell you I'm fine. Thank God. I thought you... I don't know. What happened? What happened with that guy? He's dead. It's true. But I didn't do it. I don't kill Foggy. You know that. Somebody sang me up. What do you mean? Look, you told me about incidents like this from the past. People who have died. I didn't do it. It was Fisk. It has to be. He's the mayor, pulling the strings so some guy dies and my hands look dirty. This is him. I know it. I was right about him cheating to win the election. I'm right about this. Look, buddy, we'll beat this. We'll figure out what happened. There's a chance we can get them to agree to keep the basket and ask if you go in willingly. You have testified as Daredevil before, so there's not without there it is. No, I won't do that. Well, at least put the costume away, for God's sakes. Everyone's looking for Daredevil, not Matt Murdock. No, if I disappear, it's a guilt. If the costume stays on, people need to see it, to see me. I'm Daredevil, and I'm innocent, damn it. How could something like this be pulled off? Marge patched up to John Doe, so she's back on the floor. Great, I'm gonna head back out to the smoke. I thought you quit. It's vaping, but I still can't bring myself to call it that. Call it whatever you like. It still ain't good for you. You need people on the inside. Dirty cops. Or doctors with something to hide. What did you do? Oh! Leo Caro, the thief who died under your watch. Dr. Mofav. Tell me what happened. I told the police everything. He came with a head injury at the base of his skull. He's terrified. I can smell the sweat erupting from his skin, trying to escape the heat. I can hear his heart pounding. But he doesn't skip. Nothing he says is all a lie. The CT scan showed a blood clot. It's been an acute subdural hemata. He rushed to start surgery, but it was too late. Wait! You did this. This man is dead because of you. If you came here to ascribe blame. It's not gonna happen. Sometimes I can't save people. I do my best, but I can fall short. This isn't one of those times. That man was going to die no matter what we did. You know, I've patched up guys who've crossed you. All of us here have. If anyone knows how to precise you are, how surgical with inflicting violence, it's me. Every one of those people you send to the hospital gets better. I don't know how you manage to know bodies that intimately, but trust me when I say this, you've screwed up. Somebody's dead and you need to stop with the violence. There are other ways to help. I mean, with your abilities, and this is when he says something that I kind of realized. I was like, wait, he's actually right. With your abilities, Daredevil departs before he says, you should have been a doctor. He's right. Really think about this. Daredevil is a lawyer, but he can't really tell people he has, oh, I can detect your heartbeat and everything and whatnot. He can tell if people are lying or not, but like, there's a difference between telling people how they can lie and proving that they're lying. With the abilities he has, he could easily detect at the precise moment when to touch the nerves, to do surgical stuff, with how accurate and acute he is usually with his medical stuff. He really just could have been a doctor. He could have been a great surgeon. He probably could have been way better than Stephen Strange. And he could have been set there. But he didn't. And I don't even think even he realized he could have done that. Like, this is actually a very interesting topic to bring up. The idea that Daredevil didn't need to be Daredevil. He could have just been a doctor or a surgeon. Like, yeah, he could probably do the Daredevil stuff, but being a surgeon would have been more difficult because I'm pretty sure no one's going to be able to ID him, able to trust him with a surgical scalp, if your wrists are completely shattered. So yeah, the doctor is right. He should have just been a doctor. He would have saved lives. He could have saved them with how accurate he can be. And he even points out that, yeah, he knows the human body that well, so yeah, he should have been a doctor. So anyways, we cut to the detectives. Fred's competent. Took a bullet a few years ago in the line of duty, but came back like nothing happened. All I care about now is that he's not dirty. That's why I requested the captain when I took the job. She looked at me like I spit on carpet. Isn't the legal system just adorable? Man, our suspect's been busy. Old Hornhead's been making the rounds, terrorizing people, saying he's being framed. But she gave me Detective Fred Higgins. He'll do. What do you think? Staying in the spotlight, trying to make it look like he's innocent? Maybe. He's calm, even now. Maybe he's been around too long to get stupidly awed at what we're doing. I'm not calm. I always look it. I'm sorry. Who are Detective North and Higgins? They called up from downstairs. We've been cleared to go in. But inside, I'm screaming. I'm sure you were, but the schedule doesn't. Wait, he just ignores them, saying, "Wait, you can't just." Yeah, we can. It's not fear; it's anticipation. How often do you get the opportunity to come face to face with the most powerful man in New York City, and once upon a time, the most powerful mafia boss in the world? Earlier than I expected. Please come in, officers. Name's Detective Higgins. This is Detective North. Is it? Cole North. Yes, your name is Cole North. Actually, it sounds more ridiculous than Cole Cash. And that's like a Mortal Kombat name, and that wouldn't have worked. It may not be fear, but a sharp shiver works up my way to the spine. Hearing my name from Wilson Fisk's mouth throws me off balance. Gotta stay focused. It is, Mr. Mayor. We won't take up much of your time. As you no doubt heard, there was a homicide the other night, with the man being the suspect being the vigilante Daredevil. Yes, I heard. Quite tragic. Wilson Fisk, the kingpin of crime, was the one guy all good cops dreamed of putting cuffs on, even from where I stood in Chicago. Yeah, good freaking luck with that. Have you seen how big his hands are? And now he's the mayor. I'm assuming you're here because of my alleged history with Daredevil. And by allege, I mean it's been public knowledge by now for the last 20 years alone that I clearly am a criminal, yet the justice system is just screwed up in the head. Even I'm amazed at this point I got here. We are. Over the years, you and he have had an antagonistic relationship. And since you became mayor, you've been adamant that he be brought in for its vigilantism. This is true. I believe in law and order. I want to make a reference to someone who kept screaming about law and order on Twitter. I want to, but I'm not going to. It's too easy. Sure he does. Even he believes it. Don't you, Mr. Cole? I do. He really does. I don't think people should wear masks and dull out their versions of justice. I don't think anyone should be above the law, Mr. Mayor. I read that our masked man has been scouring the streets looking for who set him up. So you're here to warn me, to see if I've been visited in the night by the devil. Well, I haven't. You could have simply called to find that out. But you didn't, because you're curious. You wanted to see me for yourself. I mean, you came all the way here from Chicago. He then leans in close, saying obvious threats. Leave behind your life, your friends. Poor Anna. If that's everything, gentlemen, I have a city to run. He won't rattle me. I won't let him, but he's right. This way, if you touch me, and I'll have you in cuffs on you so fast you told, oh, we'll be assigning an extra protective detail for you, Mr. Mayor. I want to see him for myself. Smell him. The New York City Police Department, the NYPD wants you to feel completely safe. He smells like after-shaven meat. He's just a man. And once I arrest Daredevil, Wilson Fisk is next. Apologies, sir. No apologies necessary, we'll see. I told you security to let them come up. I wanted to meet the fine officers. They're the real heroes of this city. Yes, well, sir, I know I don't need to be privy to all your moves, but this business with Daredevil, are we involved somehow? Wesley, a homicide investigation to a man I loathe, a man who causes me no end of grief. If I had anything to do with it, I would be bursting to tell you. But sadly, it wasn't me. It appears that Daredevil has finally done himself in. I listen. Revealing Daredevil has been watching this conversation. Say, I listen for the telltale skip. It never comes. Thus revealing Wilson Fisk had nothing to do with this, so yeah, Daredevil's screwed. I take Foggy's advice. Hello, is anybody here? Oh, I apologize. I didn't see you here, Matthew. It's alright, sister. I clearly didn't see you either. Please, I told you to call her. Call me Elizabeth. Sorry, Elizabeth. Is Father Simmons here? Simon here? I'm sorry, no. He's attending some church business. He'll be back in a few hours if you need to use the confessional. Oh, no, that's alright. I just need to talk. I'm being tested. It's Elizabeth. Everyone thinks I did something unforgivable, but nothing is unforgivable, Matthew, save for final impotence. Yes, nothing is unforgivable, because the justice system is fucked up. Of course, I'm good enough Catholic to always repent, but I'm good enough to raise Catholic to feel like it'll never apply to me. All I ever wanted to do, was to help people. Well then, help people. She's right. It's not enough for Daredevil to just be visible. I need to remember why I'm Daredevil. I help people, save lives. I'm good at it. This is who I am. It took me a while to bounce back from my injuries, but I did, and I'm careful. I just know the right amount of pressure to apply to the guy's carotid artery. I know exactly where to kick the solar plexus to knock the wind out of this guy without damaging his liver and spleen. I use violence, but also compassion. When I was younger, I made mistakes, but now I would never kill someone. So he takes down in this montage, taking down a bunch of criminals who were attacking this couple. So, yeah, that ended great. He looks at them and then actually kind of scared of him, saying, but who would believe the man dressed as the devil? I spend the day stopping crime, sensing the fear off both the criminals and the victims. I didn't kill Leo Carter, but all everyone sees is a dead man and another man in a red suit with horns covered in blood. I'm going to tell Foggy doesn't believe me that I didn't do this. And if Foggy doesn't believe me, my oldest friend. How am I going to convince anyone? The other heroes, the people I'm trying to protect, will criminals fear me now, or will they just band together to eliminate the threat now that it's life or death? If it wasn't Fisk who set me up. And we get a montage revealing that Luke Cage, his daughter, her Jessica Jones are seeing this, and the criminal underworld finally getting together. If it wasn't Fisk, then who set me up? I must be missing something. Somebody must have gotten to Caro first, between here and the hospital. Well, the question is, can my senses pick up anything that can point me in the direction? The scene is... it's overwhelming. You glance back to the scene of the crime. Overwhelming. Hard to pick out anything over the smell of burnt, waterlogged building materials, of torched alcohol. It's too much. I can't pick anything up, except crime scene's a mess, man. What do you think we'll even find here? Timing! The cops from Fisk. I was too distracted by freeze! Don't even think of moving you! And he throws his billy club and takes down somebody, shutting out the smells, the noise. Focus. And Cole goes and charges, and Daredevil lands a kick, prepares to escape before taking a shot at the Daredevil. Well, the 10th and the 54th. The suspect known as Daredevil has been shot. Yep, Daredevil has been shot in the shoulder, and he has been caught. Call upon the governor to do the right thing. Ambiguity of law helps no one, especially those at risk in our society. I say, as the mayor of the greatest city in the world. Oh, wait, you're serious? Let me laugh even louder. It's time to lead, not follow. All right, no more politics. Thank you for having me this evening. One more time for Mr. Mayor Wilson Fisk. Wesley, sure it isn't time to leave just yet. No, sir. I just received word from a friend. Daredevil has been shot by police. Hell's Kitchen. Officers have requested backup to detain him. I thought you'd like to know immediately, sir. Yes. Call the car. I wish to see this for myself. In person, sir? Is that the best, Wesley? I have spent years making Daredevil's life hell, writing the script to the movie of his misfortune. I have nothing to do with any of these events, so the first time in a long time, the rarest opportunities is presented. I could simply watch the movie and be surprised. It happens fast. The shock hits with the bullet and I pass out. Come back. Play dead. Just listen. Focus with my radar sense. Higgins! One thing people never realize, at least those in the know. Get up, Higgins! I radioed it in, as I no longer have a natural front. My radar sense doesn't point in a direction. Ugh. You got it? Yeah. Let's wrap this up. My senses reach out for all around me. So if you're at my back, I might as well be looking right at you. I have 360 degrees vision. Daredevil kicks the gun out of his hands and then socks him in the stomach. He's just doing his job. So do I. So I go easy. Freeze! Damn it! And he fires. Daredevil narrowly avoiding him. Keep going. Damn it! Daredevil has escaped custody and is traveling south for the 10th between 53rd and 52nd. I repeat. Bullet lodged in my shoulder. Almost didn't get over the fence. Won't be able to climb to get away. Need to stick to street level. Second cop called for backup. I can hear the sirens from the blocks away getting louder. Fisk made a maybe public enemy number one, aided by whoever framed me for murder. Cops shooting on sight. Again, me too. Damn it, Foggy. I really hate it when you're right. You good? Officers still converging south. We should stay here like an amateur. In case he doubles back. Hey, Cole, I read the story. I know what he's capable of. I still let him get the drop like an amateur. That's all he's get. Sandy, a masked man beating up people, and everyone looks the other way. Daredevil? Did you see him? What? Daredevil? Nah, man, but if I did, I would totally tell you. Yeah, I would tell you that I would tell you. That makes me an accomplice, an accessory to vigilantism, which means I could easily be arrested by you. Wait. Yeah, he really should have just said, I don't know. Yeah, can I saved my cousin and the fiend who attacked her in the hospital. Well, there's no law here, no system, no accountability. See? Cole goes ahead and realizes that he's looking for Daredevil, and Daredevil naturally is a stupid idiot because he keeps his red boots on. Daredevil spotted on the night heading toward 52nd. Got you. Dressed as a civilian, red hair, green jacket, black sweatpants, red boots. I'm in pursuit. Hey, freeze! Damn it. Gun's missing. Must have dropped it in the fight. No matter. Backup's here. And as this continues, he says, "This is over. End of the line, murderer." Wilson Fisk arrives to the scene, grinning maniacally, realizing, I get to watch this event. I am overjoyed with happiness. It's beautiful. He's right. Damn it, he's right. After all this time, after all the dangers I faced deep down, I always knew this is how it'd be ended. Arrested, unmasked for all my crimes by the police. Officer, how's your partner? Doc says he's in full recovery thanks to you and you, Sergeant Thompson. How's the Williams family? They're good. Told me to thank you if I ever saw you again. Unbelievable. You're all officers of the law, and you let this unrestricted and dangerous civilian in a devil's costume run around your city, doing things that would have any one of us up on charges. Somebody give me a gun so I can do my job and arrest this. And Daredevil pulls out the gun he took, and for some reason, and then drops it, preparing for fisticuffs. And I'm just thinking to myself, oh god. Daredevil is like if Batman couldn't get Gordon's approval, but he managed to convince the rest of the Gotham police to like side with him no matter how many times he breaks the law. And Cole's like the only guy is like Gordon trying to like look, we're trying to arrest vigilantism. We already have enough enablements going on. I'm like, Cole would probably hate Batman's guts. The circle of the heartbeats surrounds us, fast and loud, but they won't interfere. Half these cops I saved over the year, and the other half are dirty and scared. And the brawl for the ages begins. Daredevil, a left, to the right hook. They know me, and no matter what, this guy's a cop, so I won't hurt him too bad. The bullet is ball of fire, pushing against everything inside my shoulder. I need to focus on my left side. He's already swinging wild. I can't, and he gets his nose busted open. And fell for a feint. Can't. Need to wrap this up. The fight continues as he gets over the head and is tackled out. Oh, he's clearly a boxer, but I'm Daredevil, the man without. And he takes Daredevil down and crashes him into the car. Fear. And is punched in the face multiple times. Do me a favor. Stay down. My senses don't point me in any one direction, so I can feel everyone's faces, all looking toward me. Everybody's watching. Everybody sees the fool in the costume under arrest. I feel it. The lights on me, through the throbbing pain and blood. Everybody. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent, and anything you can say will be used against you in a court of law. Left arm's dead. Woozy from loss of blood. A lifetime of beatings. You have a right to an attorney, and you can't afford one will be appointed to you by the courts. A lifetime of pain shoots every inch of me. I can't fight this. Sorry, Foggy. I'm sorry. Hey, are you kidding? Hey, I don't know who the hell you are, but you're definitely not New York. This man has done good for this city and for other cops. He may not be official police, but he's a police as far as I'm concerned, and we look out for our own. I know you gotta take him in. I get that. He broke the law, but we don't walk cops. Let him keep the mask until we get to the station. Fine. I don't even care. You New York boys need your heads checked. Yeah, kind of. Hey, partner. Analyst is almost here to check you out. I'm fine. You're not. You can't leave until they show, and I'm hoping they beat the media here, or else your bloody mug is going to be front page news. A lot of people are going to call you the hero of New York. Just not the kind of people you want. Sir, I think we should leave. If we're here any longer, we'll be posted to giving a statement. It should be perfect. the swan song of the most New York's most infamous murdering devil vigilante. You're right, Wesley. We need to savor this moment. Back to the office. Call the speechwriters. Copyright the copyright bots. Like a cat who's killed a mouse and doesn't know what to do next, Fisk leaves. I listen to the piece to debate the best way to transport me to the precinct, as I've been troubled before. No one wants to take the chance. Even the cops who support me know this is over. Daredevil's over. Matt Murdock is and gunfire. The food. Do! Gunfire rains from above. Don't fire unless you have a clear shot. What? Need to break the cuffs, but my arm's useless. People might die. I can't have that. Where's direction are they coming from? Oh, this is bad. And we have 10-3. Multiple shots fired. Electricity's out. Several blocks. Tear gas is thrown. Smoke bombs are thrown off. Damn it. Smoke bombs, too. It's a full-scale attack. And it reveals that the gun firing is automatic. Convenient. It seems to be from above. Cole, get down. We don't have... It's a breakout. It's a breakout. No visuals on how many are attacking. Come on. From here on. Where? You set this up. Who's attacking us? And a shadowy figure takes down Cole. With Matt Murdock narrating, since it's all messed up. Kid. All I know. This is bad. Congrats. You'll live. But even better than that, you've seen the light. The Punisher, who's probably going to be canceled after what happened. So, yeah. So, looks like you're the only one needing medical attention. Forensics checked the rooftops and found the guns. Looks like they were programmed to do property damage. And Daredevil was only programmed to do cold damage. I don't need this right now, Higgins. Every cop in the city is looking for them. Just so you know, Daredevil and his little pal, Frank Castle. Figure these psychos are friends. Speaking of friends, looks like Captain Caravans wants a word. Why the f*** am I here, Detective Cole? To clean up my mess, I imagine. Damn right, because it's my mess now, according to the commissioner who sent me this. A gathering of my officers staying around, watching you trade punches with the guy suffering from clear mental issues, and because of your stupid macho sheen, I got to pull all my officers from working real crimes so they can do your job and arrest Daredevil. Was it worth it, Cole? Your playground punch-up is going to cost us thousands of it in overtime. If I were you, I'd start praying we find this guy. Wait. Cool. Damp. Heat from above. A focus light. An echo. Heartbeat. Wild. Terrified. But also not a heartbeat. Steady. Straps on my wrists. Rough. Warm leather. That heartbeat. I don't even need my radar to fill in the blanks. I know that heartbeat. The heartbeat of a psychopath. Well. Frank Castle, the Punisher. Welcome back, pal. God, did he rescue me from the cops? If he or any of them. Gotta admit, feel a little bit of a stalker lately. Been following you, Red. Liking what I've been noticing. The freak with the code finally seen the light. Oh God, the Punisher, a man who murders criminals without remorse. He thinks I'm doing what needs to be done. You take a swing at the devil, you don't get up. Through killing a liquor store robber is a little much even for me. Frank, you psycho, I didn't. You think of turning into him? Sure you did. Give me a sec, pal. Gotta tend to something. The owl's planning something big. Big drug shipment. Please, I told you, his gang is in the old McGillie's warehouse. And no, they ain't. They are. His heartbeat's going crazy, but there's no lie here. Please. Lots of protesting from this one. The two things I hate my home are liars and phonies. You've been a phony since the day I met you, Red. Beating up criminals with your little stick. A kid in your Halloween costume getting away with being a little bad. And a little dirty. No chance to bust these restraints when the gurney's his old piecemeal. You pretend like you care about the victims, but you always let the scum live to make more victims than they care about. Oh, Frank Castle would definitely hate Batman. Especially if he realized Batman enabled the Joker. He would hate this guy. I care about victims. I was willing to be the monster, to be strong, so they can have the luxury of weakness. So, Red, am I right? Dumb being a phony? You're a, you're a psychopath, Frank. Keep talking. Figure out a way out of this. Justifying murder. It's all it's ever been. A man who thinks he's above the law. Above all you do is break the law. But here's the deal. You can't break what you're above. You're dressed like the devil. You're operating at a whole different level, and you know it. What lost me to the devil? Yeah, what lost me to an Avenger? Because you were an Avenger, I think. The timeline's all messed up. No, please. Why wouldn't I put a bullet in this guy? One of the Owl's goons thought he had the info on me about what he's planning. He doesn't. Useless. You gonna tell me he's the next Tony Stark? Gonna turn his life around and become a doctor, Mother Teresa? No, he's not. I can't bust free. The only way I'm gonna save this man is God help me. I don't know his story, but if he's working for Owlsdean, then things don't go right for him. It's the reason with Frank Castle. Bad breaks, rough childhood, heartbreak, undiagnosed mental health issues, the society of racism and media telling him that this is his path. Lives are complicated, Frank. You can't just, you're amazing. He's not so complicated that you won't break his nose, bust some of his ribs, Red? Guy killed a man with $2,000 worth of coke in his jacket. I let him go, you'll kill someone else. Someone who has people who love them. So, you ready to stop it? Do I let him go? Let him kill again and again? Or do I end this now? With a half an ounce of metal? Frank, he has people who love him. Everyone does. Let him go. Fine. And he sets him free. Not sure where he's gonna go. Locked in here pretty good. Tunnels are gonna to navigate. And he goes ahead and grabs a gun because that was a great idea. And gets shot in the head. No! That better, Red. Find a guy who'll put up a fight and kill him in self-defense. Sounds familiar. That works for you now. Ugh. For the last time, I didn't kill him. You're a serial killer. How can you even phony? Idiot. I really hoped you'd change, Red. I know you're a killer. I see the glee when you fight. You're a lying stupid. You've crossed it. I'm sure this ain't the first time either. I'm a math guy. I take out one bad guy, then more good guys live. Sometimes when you butt heads, I think about the fact that you're a good guy, but a selfish good guy who just does enough to feel like he's a good guy, who one day may take me down, leaving me more twisted out there, killing, ruining lives. It's math. I bank on you not stopping me, on you growing up and finally doing what's necessary. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I need to listen to the math. Sorry, Red. And we get gunfire. Still going for the cavalry shots, say. I think deep down you want me out there, doing what And Daredevil grabs the guns and fires and points at areas where they're not vital or lethal. Frank, do you have any idea at all what I could do? The level of carnage I can unleash with a gun in my hand? The number are dead if I decide to be like you. It's no contest, Frank. You're amateur hour. Text mode blast dynamite. You're a demon, sure, but I'm the devil. And he blows up the entire facility. Yeah, stupid. Close quarter explosion. Can't hear anything but sharp. And he tries to, and it leads to a fight. Daredevil catches Frank's fist, and this Matt. I'm not a murderer, because if I were, you'd be dead. Red, it'd be worth it just knowing what you become better than I could ever. And he punches him down. I'm not Frank. You, Frank. I'll never be you. It's my greatest fear. So much so that I could even admit to myself the truth. God help me. I killed that man. It wasn't the Frank Kingpin or Frank. It wasn't an evil twin. Me, Matt Murdock. I can't take it back. He's dead. I have to be better. Have to prove myself. Push through the pain. I have to do the job. the only thing that matters. After he saves Frank, he takes his pills, and we cut to Cole getting out of the shower and cleaning himself up. Up with a phone ringing. Hello, Detective North. It is Wilson Fisk. I understand that you've been receiving some negative attention from your street fight with Daredevil. Well, I just want to let you know that there will be no repercussions for you if I have anything to say about it. You did your best, and now that murderous vigilante is on the run, being seen by all for who he is. A deranged, violent thug with no respect for the law, for our men and women who serve the city. For you. Well, I respect you, Detective North. I'm going to make sure you're lauded for your efforts, with a commendation that I'll personally... And he hangs up. So, yeah, he drops Frank Castle at Devin's diner, all tied up. Much to their shock. I killed someone. I have to live with that. I have to ask God for forgiveness. But God also gave me the abilities to help people. So that's what I have to do. Now wallowing. While I put people are in danger, I need to put my fears, put aside my pain. The Owl, New York's crime boss. Frank's found out Sonny's planning something. People was gonna get hurt. Time to go to work. And it turns out when the police find him, he goes ahead and is decked out in a Daredevil and a Punisher shirt. Yeah, that's fun. Did the police let him go, knowing how he's gonna do something insane? So let's see, we're at the hour 1 mark, and this is only 4 issues. There's still 6 more issues to go through. We're at the halfway point now. So we cut to issue 5. All cops are being rerouted to the Lower West Side. It's pretty clear they're shot to the kitchen. Ramirez and his guys will be waiting. The Ramirez family may still be a problem, but I think we can handle them. Good to let them know that the Owl is willing to do what it takes. Only problem would be Fisk. If you ever don't concern yourself with Fisk. Crush, I'm paying you for your muscle, not your input. Besides, Fisk drew the boundaries, but even he has to see that Liberus is sliding down Hell's Kitchen. Even knowing Daredevil is probably dead, they're being cowards. And... What the f***? It's him! It's him! Right front door! Kill that f***! And get the drugs out of here! Yeah, that was a great tactic. Move! Get what we got at the loading door! We got a visitor! I should be at home in my favorite chair and drinking my hand, healing. But I can't, not while knowing that Lenny Oswald is playing something. Low-level crime boss got cocky because Daredevil was dead. So I need him to know. The Daredevil will never die. He will be replaced by Elektra, though. Oh, and out. Let's see, we're in the 5th issue of this. Oh, God, I'm going to be here for the next 20 issues. Though Matt Murdock sure feels like he will. The gunshot, the fight with Nicole North, the fight with Punisher. It's all that I can do to stay upright. Pain meds are doing their job, though. So I can do mine. And his muscle goes in and punches Daredevil in the face, saying, "Nope." The Owl's going pro, hiring enhanced goons. Heard a lot about you, man. Toughest guy in the city. Hell's nuisance. But from where I'm standing, Iron Man level armor. You're nothing. Then maybe you need, so no sense holding back, a fresh perspective. And he escapes, going ahead and attaches the Iron Man suit to the van, and yeah, it's crazy. He's smashing him through the road. Drugs on board, van, a lot of them. Gotta shut this down. Van turns, the Iron Man suit crashes into another red car. Guy's walking armory. Guess we'll make use of that. Daredevil makes use of a gun and fires a tire, causing it to, oh God, it tips right up and flies everywhere, crashes everything. Well, that's over. Wait. No, it's not. But that's okay, because neither am I. Hey, I keep fighting because I have to. I need to prove that I can do it. To myself, to the world. I became Daredevil to help people. Frank's wrong. I'm not above the law. fill in the cracks the law misses. I do this to help people. I do this to help people. Oh, and he's just fighting and battling, dodging bullets with his car hood, with the door of a car, or ready to just punch everything out. I do this. Just do this. And he gets stabbed out in the hip, sailing help. And he starts to get overwhelmed before our Luke Cage, Danny, and Jessica save the day. The Defenders are back! Thank God, my friends. Danny, Jessica, Luke, they came to help me. They know I'm a murderer. They're here to stop me. They can't. So, sometime later, he wakes up. Whoa, man, I just patched you up with some very expensive Kunlun medical bandages, so please don't unpatch yourself just yet. I am the immortal Iron Fist, Spectre Kunlun. Wait, why are you doing that? It's my contractual obligations. I'm still kind of getting off of Netflix 5. So, I got away, but his guys are shut down. What do you think going into that alone? What the hell's going on with you, man? I know why you're really here, Luke. I know I seem erratic, but I'm just trying to do what's right. Because I suppose I wanted you all to know that I can still be here despite the fact that I killed a man. I tried to convince myself I didn't, but I hear the sound of his head hitting the cement wall every time I close my eyes. So I'm trying to do the job for as long as I can till here I am. I've done all I could. It was good to be able to do one last good thing as Daredevil before you take me in to make me answer for my crime. I'm glad it was you guys. Glad it was my friends. Look, Red, we're not here to take you in. We're just worried about you. The fight with the cops, your new Punisher cosplay, what? How do you know? Are you serious? Are you serious? You're walking around with a giant skull on your chest? I never noticed that before. I just need a shirt. Look, you're clearly in rough shape. Jess is right. We're not here to take you in. What happened was an accident. It's what happens when you do what we do. We've all been there. What? Sometimes people die. Sometimes it's our fault. None of us go out looking for it. None of us are careless. But it happens. You deal with it and you move on. Because it's part of the job. You help people. You stop the bad guys. That's what my God. You're all murderers. You feel bad about what happened. You should. But you need to make sure your head's right before going out there yet. You've been getting into street brawls with cops. You're walking around bandaged spokesmen. And you were all murderers. This is why we can't do this. We're not above the law. Let's just take a moment, catch our breath. We can all get drunk on our asses afterwards. I'm like, we just confessed that we all killed people, though I am wondering how no one knows. Like, I'm the sworn protector of Kunlun, and I told myself I would kill the hand. And so, in fact, I need a data lady that was from the hand. So, I'm pretty sure I'm not the best spokesperson for this. I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry, it's been rough. Would you mind showing me to your washroom? I just need to splash some water on my face and the mask. Of course, just down there. This isn't right. We're not right. Luke Cage just kicked down the door, realizing Daredevil's escaped. So, this is who you are. I'm afraid so, Father. I want to help people. This is how I help. It's what I'm good at. God made me good at. God made you a lot of good things, Matthew. I don't see how. No, Father, you don't see. But I do. We cut to Daredevil in his original outfit when it was all yellow for some reason. This is what needs to be done. The streets are filled with drugs and guns and violence. People are getting hurt. The wrong people are getting hurt. Oh, Matthew, this isn't the way. Your father knew that. He fought so you wouldn't have to. That's right. Murdock fought so you wouldn't have to. I feel like that's like a reference to a very internet popularity contest that never was going to be popular ever again. And now here you are, in a church dressed as a devil, wearing the unholy image to make it seem like you're not you doing this. Not Jack Murdock's boy beating up the disenfranchised, the ones who haven't found God yet. The Lord examines both the righteous and the wicked. He hates those who love violence. You're jumping through hoops, son, to justify what's inside you. And it's violence. You may be righteous, but this violence will be your undoing. God loves you, Matthew. Hold on to that. Do the right thing. Renounce this violence. Cast out the devil. My mind is racing. I don't know what to do besides tackle the pain. Yes, I need to tackle the pain. I need to get drunk, and I need a lot of pills. I don't know why I'm even alive at this point. Meditate, heal. Like always, and then, wait. Someone's here. Possibly quiet. And, no, there's a heartbeat. A strong one. I can almost hear his muscles tighten, coiled with incredible strength and control. He's pure power and doesn't even know it. The best of us. Daredevil, he's here in my home. I followed you. Normally, I'd be able to follow you, but you're clearly not yourself. You shouldn't be, don't worry. I didn't look at your mail, I didn't snoop, I don't know who you are. And I'm not just talking about your identity. Killed a man. I've been there. It's horrible. I had to do a lot of soul searching after. Had to learn to be better at this, better at what we do. But what you did next, you terrorize your neighborhood, you fist fight cops, and I just came from your latest sloppy fight where our buddies had to save your butt. You're a mess. You're in trouble and on a suicide mission, and I'm here to tell you, you're done. All of us know that we can't do this job forever. Spider-Man continues to go ahead and narrate this vow. There's going to come a day when we make too many missteps, when our bodies fail, when we get too many people get hurt and not enough get saved. I hope somebody would step up and let me know when it's my day. Right now, it's your day. It's over. I'm spreading the word. If any of us see you out there attempting this, we'll stop you. We'll have to. Or it could be the end of all of us. You need to stop. You're right. I know you're right. I've been looking for the answer. I thought it was to push on harder, more relentless, ignoring my body, what my heart's telling me. I can't do this anymore. Spider-Man goes ahead and gets the mask for Daredevil, and thus subsequently Chip Zdarsky has presented the best written Spider-Man since Jonathan Hickman. How is it that the writers of other books are able to make a much better Spider-Man than the actual Spider-Man book when they want to portray him as an idiot? So, yeah. We get narration. And from the father, as Spider-Man walks away with the mask of Daredevil. God loves you, Matthew. Hold on to that and do the right thing. Renounce this violence. Cast out the devil. Matt Murdock looks up to the sky as tears come running down his face. That's the end of the first 5 issues of Daredevil, the series of, and I was going to plan to talk about the entire issue. Really, I really was, but we're at the hour minute mark, 13 minutes, and I feel like, yeah, that's kind of a bad idea to make this to go to 2 hours. So I am instead going to go ahead and end it here. This is the first half. This was Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. No Fear. Part of the deluxe edition event of To Heaven Through Hell. And this was a pretty fantastic 5 issues. This is a densely written story, I will say that. So there was a high amount of action, suspense, and drama in this. I really loved it. Chip Zdarsky really delivered a quality Daredevil series here. It's really doing well with it. I enjoyed it. Props to him. The artwork is really great, and the backup feature they did was pretty awesome too. But I was thinking something here. I'm trying to think of it. But yeah, the Daredevil character is very awesome, and honestly, I think that's what people wanted a little bit with Spider-Man showing up in the MCU now, and since Daredevil's in New York and whatnot, it's like this Spider-Man's older and more wiser, at least in other books. For some reason, in his main book, he has to be portrayed as a 16-year-old kid, even though he's like, nearing his 30s in timeline? I don't know. Like, I haven't kept track of his Spider-Man books, but it just seemed like he just repeats the same mistake. And yeah, he hasn't even brought, and he's still, and apparently they're going to go and undo the deal with Satan, Mephisto. I don't know if they're gonna follow through with that. They say, oh, we're gonna do it. Then no, because it's too complicated. If we do that, then we have to rewrite the whole universe again and go back to the way we came, because Spider-Man is just that damn essential. Oh, that him going ahead and being married will affect the Marvel universe. We kind of don't know what we're doing, do we? So yeah, this was the first half of Daredevil to Heaven Through Hell, also known as the first 5 issues collected in the No Fear trade paperback. You should really check this issue out, this series out, and it's pretty damn awesome. I'm looking forward to covering the last half, and we'll see where we go from here. So this was Pop-Culture Omniversa, Neo Reality Entertainment, Eric Brown. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other content in the description below. See y'all next time. Stay tuned for more. And I'm looking forward to when we get the second volume of this hardcover collection. Take care, everyone. Peace out.